From the CBS 2 Broadcast Center in Chicago, this is CBS 2 Morning News.
These bitterly cold temperatures are dangerous for your pup, but look at how you can protect your four-legged friends in this frigid weather. Well, this week's bitterly cold temperatures aren't just dangerous for us, they're also dangerous for our four-legged friends as well. So the question is, how do we protect our pets from this frigid weather? So joining us this morning is Dr. Tony Kremer from Kremer Veterinary Services to show us how to keep our pets safe and warm throughout the winter. And I know you're all wondering, so before we go any further, this is Boy George. We're going to get to Boy George in just a second here. But I know you're so sweet. All right, first and foremost, one of the things I think that owners are really concerned about, obviously, is our dog in these bitter cold temperatures. So what are some things that we need to have within our kind of our pack of things, our go-to tools for dogs to help with frostbite and other things? Well,
great. Well, with a cold snap like this, we just are inundated with pets coming with frostbite and hypothermia in our hospitals. And so we want to try to give some tips here to try to keep that from happening, because it's really, when we get these sub-zero temperatures, frostbite can happen in minutes in especially small pets, toy breeds, and it doesn't take that much longer in bigger dogs as well. The tips of their ears, their tail can be affected, and so we have some fashionable wardrobe over here to talk about. These coats and boots are not just for the Hollywood pampered pets. These can really protect your pet and make going outside just a lot more comfortable. Getting them a nice coat and boots are something that, depending on your pet's personality, they may or may not really want to have those on. But you can usually train them to tolerate these boots. And the biggest tip that I always tell people is buy 2 packs of these, because when we've got a foot of snow outside, I guarantee one of these is going to fall off, and you won't find it until the spring thaw. That's a great tip, because what's good with 3 boots? Exactly. Because you're not going anywhere.
Now, in terms of the coats and the boots, I'm always curious to know, are there dogs, do all dogs require them, or is there a good way to tell if your dog is a good candidate for them?
It really is breed specific. Certainly Huskies and Malamutes and some of these dogs that are almost made for cold weather are going to be less likely to have these problems. However, if they're left outside too long, most of them are pets. They're not conditioned for these super cold weather situations. And so when I always talk about pets, if it's too cold for us to be out there too long, keep our pets inside as much as possible.
I have a dog that doesn't really like the boots. He shakes them off. He's not good keeping them on. So do you have any tips, any tricks, anything you can offer for people that may be in the same situation?
You got to take it slow, because again, they feel foreign to them, and most of them after a while will get used to them. One thing that I really like is musher's wax, and this is something that people don't know about, but it's a wax that they put on the animals that are in the Iditarod and things like that to keep their pads from getting frostbite. And it's a lot easier to put on than the boots. You rub that on their paws, it moisturizes, it seals, it keeps them from getting effects of the cold and like the salt on the road and whatnot. So it's a very nice protective, easy to put on.
And you would just put this on before you go out every time?
Just rub that on there before you go on out, and it gives a nice little protective layer on their pads.
Can we get this at any pet store?
You know what? Some do and some don't. It's really easy to Google that and find it, but it's something that's out there, and a lot of people don't even know that it exists.
I was just going to say, I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay. And then also, too, I want to talk about once they come in from the walk, should you wipe off your pet's paws every time?
Absolutely, because the salt and a lot of these salts, we have got some road salt out here that's pet safe, it's non-toxic, but the stuff typically that's out there on the road is, it can give them a pretty good gastrointestinal upset if they lick their paws afterwards. It also can crack and dry out their pads and cause some irritation there. So wiping them off is a really good idea.
And of course, this is obviously, if you can buy the rock salt there, safe for your pets, you should do that. But let's talk about Boy George here. We have to go here soon, but he needs a home, right?
He does. He's been with us in our Help Save Pets Humane Society for over a month. He's a great dog. He's a 4-year-old dachshund mix. We're not sure exactly what he's mixed with, but he has got a great personality and he needs a forever home. So anyone out there who's looking for a fun pet to have, he would be a great one to bring into your home.
Yeah, he does have a lot of energy, you sweetie. And
he's 4 years old. He's had all his shots. He's been neutered. Help Save Pets operates out of all 9 of our animal hospitals. And if you go on helpsavepets.org, you can see more about him and all the other great animals that we have for adoption as well.
Thank you, Dr. Tony. Thank you, Boy George. Thank you for coming in this morning as well. For more information on winter pet safety tips or how to adopt Boy George, you can log on to our website, cbschicago.com, a little bit later on this morning.